On Tuesday, the opposition-aligned Guyana Times newspaper published an article in which it was stated that sugar workers want to see the back of GAU's president Komal Chand because he had failed to properly represent them after collecting union dues for years. Now, this article has left Mr. Chand in total shock, because the Guyana Times newspaper over the years has largely been in favor of GAU's work and to Mr. Chand as a PPP parliamentarian. I sat down with Mr. Chand to discuss this development on Tuesday. Today we see appearing in the Guyana Times an article saying that the sugar workers are calling for your resignation. But this is coming on the heels of a meeting you had with the President, the Prime Minister, and several ministers of government last week. Why would sugar workers call for your resignation only now or only after this meeting with government?
That is a pertinent question. And it would appear that this newspaper has some ulterior motive to try to malign GAU and by extension me in particular. If there is any objection for us to meet with the President, that is not in keeping with the workers' position. The workers themselves had written the President from Enmore for a meeting with him.
Chand said he sees nothing wrong with meeting the President and ministers and that he will do it again if the situation demands such a meeting. The union leader said though he has his political convictions, he also has to represent the workers at the highest forum, and therefore, if any person is at all bothered by that, then that's the least of his concerns.
It's a wicked piece of writing, all to attack me. But the point is, when you attack the President of the union, you are attacking the organization that stands up with the workers. So we have a mandate. We had been fighting the issue. One of them asked me, why don't we strike?
Mr. Chand said he has to probe to determine whether he was stabbed in the back by someone from within his camp, since no worker in the sugar belt has approached him or protest for his resignation.
There has been nothing like this. And as I said, you know, one can always foment things. One can always get a worker to say something. It's not difficult in Guyana. But even that, we haven't seen no name. And how quickly these workers could react. And some of the adjectives that they reportedly use. So it's clear that this thing has more than what is written there. Who is behind this? But we are saying, we are defending our right to represent the workers at any forum we consider necessary, and certainly with the employer.
When the union met with government last Friday, opposition leader Bar Jagdeo held a simultaneous media briefing during which he fired off on several issues affecting sugar workers. Those very issues were raised with the President by GAU during that meeting with the President, and Mr. Chand had expressed satisfaction with the government's responses. Mr. Jagdeo was also in the sugar belt speaking to workers on Tuesday. Roy Dan James, HGP Nightly News.